9,340 people attended. And look at the tournament, a new record, 17,755.
That's great, and I actually think the tonight's record breaks, it was 9,200, it's 9,340, so that actually breaks the record too. And the tournament record is there. It's you know, it's great to bring high school wrestling back to Long Island, state championship back to Long Island, where I believe it belongs.
And now on the 215 side of things for Division I, Eric Burnett, Matt Ferber. This is the matchup I've been looking forward to.
Well, Eric Burnett from Uniondale High School injured his shoulder a little bit today in the semifinals. Matt Ferber from Sachem Easts, a senior, 103-17, coached by Sean O'Hara and Isaac Ramaswamy. Both guys, Jack Mahoney, you know, disciples, as is Timmy Godoy, the coach of Eric Burnett over in the other corner, a Jack Mahoney disciple. All great wrestlers for Jack back in the 90s.
Earlier today, Burnett hurt his shoulder a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see if he can fight through that. And then we'll take a look at how both wrestlers got here. Ferber on pin on Randy Colling in the semifinal matchup. Colling from Pioneer Section 6. And Eric Burnett won 7-5 over Chris Rickett. Rickett coming in from Canton, Section 10.
We just had a good look over in the corner there of Sean O'Hara and Isaac Ramaswamy. Sean standing up, Isaac was down. Burnett in green with the green singlet. Ferber in red with the blue singlet. And Ferber on paper, better technician in the sport, but Eric Burnett, he doesn't mess around. He's very, very physical, very, very strong. You can see right there, no points given right now. Ferber trying to come down, and they're both out of bounds. So good job right there by Eric Burnett in countering.
Ferber was very close to getting the two.
Yeah. Eric Burnett has an opportunity to work with Art Johnson, who's also an assistant coach for Tim Godoy. And Artie, big guy just like Eric Burnett in the room, and has taught him a lot. So,
and Burnett just a junior, Ferber a senior. Ferber with over 100 victories on his career.
Burnett's a little tentative there. You can see as he's not looking to shoot, he's sort of just front headlocking. And Ferber, he doesn't have a problem shooting a single, shooting a double. There he goes for a single right now. And you know, it's not going to be long before you're going to see a stalling call on Burnett if he doesn't start making a move.
45 seconds to go in this first period. Still scoreless on the 215-pound side of things, Division I. New York State Championships, brought to you at Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. Still scoreless. Ferber half shot. Timmy get through.
Timmy Godoy was right there on the right. Coach in the corner of Eric Burnett also.
This is our second to last match of the evening. Two football players on this wrestling match. Burnett going to Old Dominion. Ferber headed to Lafayette.
Guy Bowers flips the coin right now. He's our referee for the match.
And Burnett will not allow Ferber out immediately.
Well, not immediately, but Ferber's in good position right now to come out the back here. Going to control the wrist. Tries to reach for the head, can't get it. But Burnett very, very high. Ferber takes the leg. And comes
now
out.
Ferber's released, so it's 1-0 Ferber. .35 seconds into this second period. 1-0 Matt Ferber.
There you go. Keep him in bounds. Lift up the leg, bring him back down, flop, and out of bounds. Both up, Guy Bowers tells us.
Tommy, the crowd is still obviously very much into this.
Oh, sure. I mean, again, wrestlers know every wrestler deserves his due, and they'll stay right to the 275-pound match. And Joey Getz lives right down the road in Sewanaka. He's here. A lot of his hometown fans are here looking at him. You can see the crowd there in the Nassau Coliseum. Matt Ferber says, I'm looking for the 2. And there's our storm call on Eric Burnett. Guy Bowers, our referee, says, hey, Mr. Burnett, get moving. Mr. Ferber's pushing the action. In on a single. Little counter. Duck under right there.
35 seconds to go. Second period. 215-pound championship, Division I level.
One more time. Ferber pushing the action. Burnett just walking into it.
Burnett's very close to getting the stalling call.
Well, there's 16 seconds left, and they need to, I think Guy Bowers is saying, I got to see something. There's one more time, and there's the 2. Burnett gets the takedown. Ferber gets the takedown on Burnett. And it's going to be very, very tough now for Burnett in the 3rd period. Now remember, he's down. He'll
pick up the one quick one.
Right. Nice roll. But no.
Oh, wow, look at Ferber.
Well, that was initiated by Burnett, but Burnett just made a mistake by coming through, and he gets 2 back points, and now he's down 5-0. It's going to come out for his 1. I was going to say it's going to come out for his 1, but too little, too late. And actually, Burnett made the move, but Ferber took advantage of it and got the 2 back points. Timmy Godoy on the right there is definitely concerned now because,
blood on the finger of Burnett.
He says, okay, let's take a look at it. Tony Mara comes in and says, we're going to work on this thing for you, and I'll work on your fingers. Coach Godoy talks to you about what you need to do because you're down by 4 points.
5-1 right now. Matt Ferber from Sachem East, undefeated this season. Matt Ferber and Eric Burnett, a junior from Uniondale, 28-1. Our latest match was the 189. Ryan Lamagra knocked off Mache Jackum 8-4. We haven't gotten the official numbers yet, but it appears that Rochester, that area, the Section 5 area, Genesee Valley will more than likely take home the team standings total.
Oh no, they definitely did with the last one. They went from 237.5. They got 9 more points, so they're going to be at almost 250 points. The best Sussex going to do is 230, so they're going to be 20 points behind. And Section 8 will probably end up 3rd, so it will be Section 5, the Rochester area, Suffolk County Section 11, and the Nassau County Section 8 is the top 3 finishes this year.
Very good showing by Long Island, and obviously great showing by Section 5. Period 3, 1.5 minutes remains, 5-1 Ferber. The whole match so far, Burnett looks like he just can't figure out how he can possibly score on Ferber. Ferber just so quick, so strong, so agile.
Burnett now, after that time, a little time, has gotten a little more energy in him, but Ferber in good position again. Oh, post shoot, nothing happens there. And I think that Eric Burnett basically used everything with less than a minute to go. He has to come up with a huge shot someplace along here. Take Matt Ferber down to his back. It's going to be a tall order to do because Ferber again shoots in and gets it, and keeps his toes in and gets his
7-1. It almost looked like Burnett was trying to lull Ferber to sleep, and Ferber said, no, I'm just going to shoot at you.
Well, Ferber was keeping his balance. He was keeping low. He was, he had a mission. He came here with a mission, and obviously he's going to bring home a state championship for Sachem East.
I met Matt Ferber about a month ago. Went to Sachem East. We did a feature on the Sachem East team, and the first thing he said is, I'm on a mission to win the state championship. Last year I fell 1 match short, and it's not going to happen again. And right now it looks like he's accomplished that.
And he'll be the 4th Suffolk wrestler to win tonight. It's a 125 now. It's 121 coming into tonight. State champs for Suffolk County, the most in New York State. And they're going to get 4 more, so it's going to be 125 state champs for Section 11, which is a tremendous thing. Back in the 60s and 70s, Nassau County dominated wrestling. In the late 70s, Suffolk started to take over, and they've dominated through the 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s. Even though Section 5 came in, they haven't won it since 1989. Section 11 has won many since 1989. Matt Ferber, 2006, 215-pound New York State champ from Sachem East. Congratulations, Matthew.
Ferber wins 7-1 over Eric Burnett. Now let's go over to Hal Sass.